Your Space Coast vacation is preparing for liftoff. Start counting down now. 10, 9, 8, 7. It's time for a beach vacay that feels like heaven. 6, 5, 4. Come explore Melbourne and the beaches. 3, 2, 1. It's time for some rocket-filled fun. Count down to your best beach vacation ever on Florida's Space Coast. Launch your planning now at visitspacecoast.com. That's visitspacecoast.com.
J360 Radio.
Hello, J360 Legion, and welcome to a J360 MiniByte, hosted by J.M. Brady, and I am your host, J.M. Brady. So let's get into it. What's going on, y'all? It's a new week and everything, and Lord have mercy, what is that? So bright and tingly. Oh, that's the sun reflecting off of the overcast out there. I'm not used to this. Afternoon show, baby. How about that? And it's the first mini-byte of February. We have finally crossed the dockings of January, right here into February, which to some is Black History Month, which is the other is Women in History Month, which at the same time I thought March was that month. Jesus Christ, man, damn. What is it? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that these things aren't bad to celebrate, not by a long shot. But the thing is, after a while, it gets very cumbersome. You know what? I think if we're going to go ahead and take over, like, this has always been Black History Month, even though at the same time I never stopped being black. And then it's the Women in History Month, but I thought March was the Women's Month. But then again, you know what? While we're at, why don't we just take over the whole year? Save a little time, celebrate history like that and all the movements. It doesn't mean that everything happens here in February. I wonder how we managed to get February as Black History Month now I think about it. I'm going to look that up and see, but I'm not going to do it for this episode. I will say this, though, I've been doing some last minute R&Ds, and I'm going to tell you this. Progress is being made, man. The J360 radio shows have landed on different outlets across the interwebs. I mean, from Amazon Music to Spotify to iHeartRadio to, there's another one too, Apple Podcasts, of course. We've always been there, but now that's finally getting some traction. Google Podcasts, of course. Like, we are almost everywhere. I just love it. You know what I mean? One way or another. It's just that reach, and that reach is getting better all the time. And of course, J360productions.com is always the hub spot for every single J360 product that you want to look into. Not to mention certain other things I have in development, which I'm not going to tell you about right now because it's a little too soon. But it'll be prepared for you because I was working on that last night. And then even the Power Play is doing pretty good on YouTube. So things aren't looking too bad for that. Now, a lot of people ask me about Twitch. Twitch will be coming along soon. As for this playthrough of the Power Play and stuff like that, you guys have been looking forward to that. So more or less I'm making up for lost time as I'm pushing stuff over there on YouTube. So don't turn off the Twitch yet. The Twitch will be a new place for new playthroughs soon enough. Not to mention Casual BS takes place over there. So if you want to watch Casual BS in real time, I would say stay tuned to the Twitch. Not to mention all the other things that I got going on. I'm still trying to hold out to get that camera I've been looking forward to start doing all the J360 TV specials. So I got big plans for that Twitch. I just got to remember not to say any of the banned words. Isn't that cute? Now we're banning words and stuff again. And then soon enough, it just gets crazier from that because banning the words doesn't stop the use of them. Matter of fact, I think it empowers them more because, now people are paying attention to that. It's a negative snowball effect when it comes to certain things that, we try to tell people not to do, but they get that itch to go ahead and do it more. It's not just to the point where you realize how human psychology works. I mean, you got to really just think about it. People do this stuff more so because people will say something to them then. Get a little attention going. You've probably noticed it, like how, every single content creator has to deal with people in the comment section that probably don't know what's going on or go ahead and push some stupid ideologue around or find a way to try to hijack what you're creating and all these other things based off of whatever sort of problem it is. you've noticed, right? Like when you say something to them now, you pretty much entered a whole different arena. Or if like, you call them out on them being stupid, now they got something against you. Things like that. It's hilarious because it usually goes down this way. One way or another, it's called human nature, and there is no law on earth that will ever put a stop to it. People are this way for a reason. Maybe because they're jealous. Maybe because they have a problem going on in their own lives and they can't face the problem. So they figure, let's go ahead and go after somebody that's really doesn't have a care in the world and give them something to worry about or all this other stuff. And anonymity on the net actually increases that. Which is why sometimes, I look at some of those content creators that are up there at the top, like Ninja, PewDiePie, and all the rest of them. No, I don't envy them or anything. I just look at what they go through and I'm like, you know something? It's pretty hard, isn't it? When you got like well over like 3,000 or so or 30,000 or so followers and stuff. You can't control those kind of people. So it's amazing how like others will sit there and say, oh, you need to go and check your fan base. You need to go ahead and tell your fan base not to do racist rhetoric and stuff like that. And then Ninja goes ahead and speaks out on that, telling parents to take responsibility and raise their kids. Teach them about the rights and wrongs and stuff like, because he's not responsible. So when you hear stuff like that, I just got to say this, okay? And I don't know why people are calling me, talking to me right now. This is why I don't do the shows in the afternoon. But when you get right down to it, he has a point. He's completely right in what he's saying. Because, parents are supposed to teach their kids these things. Supposed to teach them right and wrong. Supposed to tell them, this is what you do as an adult. That you have to be a provider in some ways. That you have to do great things. Not only for yourself, but the people who are actually, come from your gene pool. Probably rely on you to take care of them. You don't really know what you're going to get into when you grow up. So you might as well learn the basic skills then and there. Especially how to treat other people. Fellow people on the planet. And not just respect the women you like, but try to respect all women. Try to. And I'm saying that because I'm thinking about all those crazy Karens out there. All those ones that like to use that to their advantage because they're out there too. And then, of course, people are just ridiculous. So as I speak my point on this, I'm just letting you all know how all this stuff goes down. And it's above and beyond ridiculous. Okay? But as I say this, it's just one of those things that we the people, we're going to have to be a little bit more mature about our social responsibility on things. Trust me. Okay? And will we ever get out of that funk? Will we ever get better? Will we ever do will we ever become those people that we are supposed to be? Probably not. I don't know. Some people like doing that slow decline to the bottom. No, actually it's not even a slow decline. They like doing that whole slip down and just stay there. Don't even try to become better than what they are. They just love doing that stuff. And it's really ridiculous to me because at the same time, it's like we could be doing better. We could be making goals. We could be achieving things, but we don't try to achieve things. And it's really, really ridiculous. And then I'm like, why? Why do you give up so easily? Why do you tell yourself that you're not good enough? Why is it so hard for you to treat people with a little bit of respect, even if you don't like them? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, coming from J-Man, like when I don't like people and so and I call them out on their stuff, that's because they're still doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? But after a while, you want to have that little bit of respect. Just be like, hey, do you over there? I don't work for you. I don't care. Not over there. Not even paying any mind or anything. It's just trying to get through a toxic, otherwise fragile human. How do I put it? Because I was thinking about it not too long ago. It's fractured in its fragile human existence. Maybe it's called coexistence. I don't know. Because one way or another, people love to push diversity when it works for them, but when it comes to actually treating people with a little bit of respect, they all just don't get it. Sad. Other than that, though, I got to get on out of here soon, guys. But let me tell you this. So as things are developing here around J360 Productions, I want to let you guys know that we're staying the course. J360 radio station is still on for at least a couple more years. And, of course, J360 TV is still in its developmental phase. And you are getting a 2-in-1 special today because of this episode. You also have the J-Man show happening tonight at 10. See, I had to go check my schedule because for everybody else it's Wednesday, but it feels like Tuesday right now. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, but I got a lot of things to do, even in the afternoon. Like going ahead and getting the music stuff around here together. Oh, which, by the way, speaking of Jam 17, Jam 17 has track submissions. And those track submissions need to come from all of you out there. They are open now. I need 2 tracks from every independent musician out there, along with a Bandcamp or a main website link that best represents and sells your material. Stay on it now. Don't let this pass you by. It's open right now. So just email me at j360productions@outlook.com and we will go from there. And please put J360 Jams in the subject line. That way so you don't get buried, okay? Because I get a lot of crap in every day. And I don't mean like crap such as pointless stuff. I mean like other kinds of things. You know what I mean? Such as like people sending me stuff saying, hey, let's collab. And then other people sending me things saying, hey, you know, you got a dead uncle somewhere out there in Ireland. And I'm like, yeah, I might have an Irish last name, but at the same time, I ain't full of dumbness here to think I'm going to go ahead and invest in that sort of thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's really ridiculous too, because they try so hard to get you with this. Shoot, the only rich uncle I know is me. Now, that being said, though, which, by the way, to my nieces and nephews, you get nothing in the will. I'm kidding. You'll get a little something, but I think I'm going to be one of them old people that stay here for a very, very long time. But other than that, though, let's get on out of here, guys. I think that's all I have for you guys. See, the thing about the MiniBytes is not too much is going on this week. So, wait. Nah, I'll cover that for the J-Man show. You guys will be happy about that. Speaking of which, though, one more thing. Stop trying to spoil Godzilla vs. Kong. Okay? Cut it out, man. It's not important. It is an important movie, yes. But your whole point of view and your theories and crap are not important. Stop trying to spoil this stuff. We have waited a year for this. Let us renege and not go back into old habits. Let's show some self-control for this. WandaVision's on. Spoil that. This is what happens when you don't have no Mandalorian floating around. Everybody starts having their ideas and crap and start throwing them at people. I got one more. Speaking of which, about mainstream media. Now, we both know how mainstream media is when it comes to it being in a toilet. I just want to let you know, yes, it has problems. And all these circumstances that are coming out here right now are not good for me or you as creators. But this is the one thing that we can do as creators. We have the ability to market and create our own material. We have the ability to raise funding for our material. Why don't we do that? Why don't we distribute? Why don't we just go ahead and take that power that they have and make it our own and build ourselves up? And then at the same time, we go ahead and make our own iconic stuff. That way so people in future generations can look to us as examples. What we're capable of. That's what you need. All right? Just letting you all know that. That's what I've been aiming for. And you know what? You can complain about this year. You can go ahead and talk about how you ain't got nobody for Valentine's Day. You can complain about like all the stuff that are going on and things in politics ain't going right. You can go ahead and do all that. But here's the thing. You can also say, this is my year and I'm going to win the whole damn thing. And truth be told, I'm going for that second one every day. And it's about the time to do it. So let's just go ahead and do this thing. Let's win it. Oh, speaking of which, for those of you Power Play fans out there, yes, you are getting another Power Play. I managed to complete doing it. However, I'm going to have to go through the motion and make sure it's nice and fine-tuned for you. So let me just go ahead and get that out of the way, and then we'll be all set to go with that. I'm hoping that it will take place tomorrow, but if anything, Friday at the latest, maybe. So it's one of them kind of things. And then, of course, you have for this episode of... actually, it's Friday, because... it's open for it. And those have been wondering about Hangouts. Well, yes, you're going to get your first taste of Hangouts soon enough. Yeah, I've just been busy left and right. But I'm loving it, though. And the results are showing. And I can't just... and I got to be thankful to all of you for this. So, it remains to be seen where we go from here, guys. But I'm sure it's up. But until then, this is the J-Man. Signing off, so I will see you guys tonight at 10. Tonight at 10 is the J-Man show. That happens tonight. It's a 10-1 special, okay? All right. Now I'll catch you all later. Take it easy. Peace.
Your Space Coast vacation is preparing for liftoff. Start counting down now. 10, 9, 8, 7. It's time for a beach vacay that feels like heaven. 6, 5, 4. Come explore Melbourne and the beaches. 3, 2, 1. It's time for some rocket-filled fun. Count down to your best beach vacation ever on Florida's Space Coast. Launch your planning now at visitspacecoast.com. That's visitspacecoast.com.